Hello, I am Vanessa. Thank you for jumping in today just to see what I'm doing. I cannot make an intro. I can't. I'm tired. I can't. I'm really just tired. So I just wanted to just jump in. It's been almost 4 weeks since I posted. No, it hasn't been 4 weeks. It's been some weeks since I posted my last video, and so much has gone on. It is January today, the 26th, and I just wanted to go through and share what has been going on this January, because the whole plan for what I wanted this channel to be and all of the things that I wanted to say and do, yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. So let's get into it. Okay, y'all ready? All right, so I got my little book here so I can keep up with what's going on, because honey, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. All right, first thing, my birthday was December 19th. My cycle started the next day. Yeah, I'm just jumping in here with all the business. I'm gonna let y'all know, because that's what we're here for, because I got some stuff to tell you. Okay, I got some stuff to tell you. So after my birthday, that whole week, I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't, whatever. We had the Christmas holiday, and then we had the New Year's. And I was really apprehensive about coming into the new year, because the first week of January is when I was starting a new job. Y'all know I don't leave the house. Your girl stays in the house. I love it. I adore it. I do. But a part of my goal was to expand who I am as an educator. So I was definitely reaching out, trying to get the feelers out, trying something different. And one of the first places that I looked at that I was really interested in wanting to learn, and how can I help support your school or whatever, they called me. So of course, that first week I had to physically go to that job. Now, having agoraphobia is a lot. And I told myself, okay, 2024, I'm not going to claim it. I'm not even worried about it. I'm going to just go, and then I'll think about it later. Yeah, that's what I thought. And I posted that initial video when we were going, I think, to just the interview process, right? And that was scary in itself. So fast forward, first week, done, wasn't terrible. Granted, I only had to go 2 days out of that week, so that made it a whole lot easier. Then the next week, we come around, and this is when OJ starts to get sick. He was having, I guess, stomach whatevers, or cold. Who knows what it was? Was it food poisoning? Who knows? But he just wasn't feeling well, and it was upset stomach and just tired and just wanting to sleep all the time, and just, he was coughing. But I feel like he and I both kind of triggered the coughing, because that's when we're like, oh, you're feeling a little sniffle, cold, whatever, take some cough medicine or take some, something. And I feel like when that something was taken, that's when everything was like, hey, I'm here. Thank you for giving me that, because now I'm here. So that second week, it really was not too much going on. During that week, I was just really just trying to focus on OJ. So I was having a little bit of feelings, just within myself. I was not wanting to eat the food that I have here in my house. I ordered Domino's once, I ordered Popeye once, and that's in those first 2 weeks of January. Usually I don't eat that. I'm one of those who likes to plan my meals and just kind of walk in there and eat what I already know that I already planned. So when that started not happening, I really didn't think anything of it, because OJ wasn't feeling well, and I wanted him to feel a lot better. The next week, you know, I go back to work and I'm doing all of those things. But that week, week 3, OJ and I have been eating a lot of soup. Like we made, you know, the minestrone vegetable soup. There was like a tortellini soup, like from Progresso. Sandwiches to go with it. We had a bomb salad one day and a sweet potato. And it was just like we were both really eating things that were really, really good for us. This week was the week that I was also supposed to start cycling. Because I didn't, I kind of just figured, you know, coming off high stress, going to work, OJ not being well, not a big deal. It'll come on soon, because usually I'm like clockwork, okay? We don't miss a day. We don't miss 2 days. You know, I can look on my phone and tell you in this amount of days, I will start cycling. And it's really just that consistent for me. So we went whole week not cycling, nothing major happened. I mean, I think we ordered food one single time during that week. Yeah, I can't even remember what it was. It was something simple, but it was just like I didn't want to eat food that I already had here. I was craving meat. When I'm telling you, like since we started having that week of soups, we had soups maybe 4 days, and on the 3rd or 4th day of having soup, I was like, I want steak, I want oxtail, I want ribs. I was stuck on ribs. I wanted ribs, and I kept just saying it like Friday, I want ribs. Saturday, I want ribs. Sunday, I want ribs. I never had it. I didn't eat it at all. But I remember just, you know, saying that so consistently that I wanted to eat those ribs. So I was craving. You got my keys anyway. Okay. So I was craving meat. And what I had in my kitchen is really not a lot of meat products. I mean, I have just chicken breast, I have frozen ground beef, and just like I was saying, the soups and stuff. So I did not, for this past diet cycle, I didn't get a bunch of extra meat because I had some meat, so I had it already planned out. And then, you know, here we are. So we get to that 2nd week, 3rd week, and I really don't want anything but meat. But of course, we were getting better coming off of a cold. So again, I think nothing of it. So here we are, week 4 of the year in January rolls around, and we're heavy into week 4. And I was like, you know what? I don't know. We have a pregnancy test under the sink. I'm going to just take it. I just, you know, periods not here. I'm pretty consistent. That's what I'm going to do. So that's what I did. I took a pregnancy test, and we're pregnant. Yay, yay, yay. I feel happy about it. I feel weird about it. I feel sad about it. I feel, I don't know. I'm just like, okay. And it's crazy because for the past, like since October, that's just kind of all we've been talking about. Like, oh, we're gonna have a baby. We want to have a baby. Let's have a baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yay, baby. And then when, like, I felt like we were actually trying, it was just like, okay, well, you know, it'll kind of come eventually. And then it didn't like come off my mind, but it definitely got pushed to the back, where I was just like, okay, I've still got all this other craziness that I got to deal with, that I'm trying to deal with these emotions. And my emotions, now that I think back on it, they were really a little like, it should have been so obvious to me, you know, day 1. I know people have this like 2-week wait period that they go through, that they have to deal with. I don't know, you know, this and that and the other. I don't think so. I think truly I felt the implantation going on. Because I had abdominal cramping. It, for the most part, it was like, I remember one time when we came home, OJ came and picked me up from work, and we were getting out the car to come into the house, and I had such a pain, like it was in my soul. It just like grabbed the inside of my soul. I don't even know how to explain it, but it was not a good feeling. And after that, I had noticed, just thinking back on it now, after that, all of those times that I wasn't wanting to eat, or I called myself craving meat, I was really just not hungry at all. So a lot of what I should have been eating, I was missing. Meaning, where I'm going with that is that I don't feel like I was getting enough food in, I wasn't getting enough calories in, and I'm already the type of person that deals with being tired and fatigued and low energy and all of that stuff. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's not adrenal fatigue. It's like chronic fatigue, just like a chronic fatigue type syndrome. I can't remember the name of it, but I truly swear I have that, because nothing I do, I'm like always tired all of the time. And I was thinking, okay, Vanessa, it's because your life feels lackluster. You're not motivated to really challenge towards anything. You're not striving to get ahead. You're not doing Vanessa stuff, And that's kind of what I associate it with, because sometimes, I have those periods, and especially when it comes to cycling, because a lot of times, like when it comes towards the end of my cycle, when my cycle is supposed to start, I do feel a lot weaker, a lot more tired. I just want to eat less meat. I'm going to just say that, like less meat. And then usually when my cycle's starting, or just before it's starting, then I get like the intense craving for meat. Like, I don't know what it is, but you know how some people will be like, whew, I could go for some lemonade right now. I'm like, I could go for some ribs. The ribs are still on my mind, Lord. Yes, though, I felt like I wasn't just taking it enough. So it was making me tired, and maybe that's not the reason. Maybe it was just because implantation was wearing me out, and this little baby was just trying to cause me some problems. I don't know. This little baby was just trying to live his best life, and I'm just trying to live my best life, not even knowing that they're there. So here we are. So we have closed out. Today is the 26th, so we're basically closing the 4th week of January, and then we're going into week 5. So as we're closing out January today, closing out week 4, then according to my math, that puts me at week 6 starting on Monday morning. So January, I guess 30th or 29th-ish, somewhere around there. I don't know, I have to look at it. I have the calendar right here, Vanessa. You could look. You can look, girl. You got the calendar right here, girl. All right, so let's see. Today is the 27th, actually, because it's Saturday. So week 6 for me will start on Monday, which is the 29th, according to, the online calculators, based on the fact that my cycle started December 20th of 2023, and that's how we get to 6 weeks on Monday. I really thought for a while that I was just getting sick, like OJ was getting sick, or I was getting a cold, or I was getting a something, I would just maybe eating wrong, because of course we eat together a lot. So maybe he ate something and it didn't agree with him, and it just maybe took a little bit longer to it affect me or whatever. But honestly, that wasn't the case. And then when I was talking to someone about it, they were like, oh, OJ knew you was pregnant. Like, how did he know? Like, why else did he get sick? So it's so funny, like when you talk to like some people, and I'm not gonna say she was like an older lady or anything like that, but I just thought it was very interesting that she said that he obviously knew because he was getting sick, because I didn't tell him, like I didn't know until last week. But he reacted in such a way as if, okay, yes, something's going on. Like he had clearly all day morning sickness, which it wasn't funny. He had like, you know, stomach upset and whatever. So I think that was a pretty interesting January. I hope now you will forgive me and understand that obviously January has gone a little bit crazy for me. It's been a lot. I've been outside quite a bit, and it wasn't just leisurely Vanessa go outside and run around. No, no, no. It was actually working outside. So I'm proud of myself for that. I absolutely 100% am. Now, looking forward, because like I said, week 6 starts on Monday, and that's just week 6 by those maths. I swear that this was a New Year's baby, and technically we're really like 4 weeks, 3 and some change based on ovulation and all that. But whatevs, I don't even care to get into all of that, because who really cares? What's gonna happen is gonna happen. The way I feel is how I'm gonna feel. And my experience with this is not based on whatever number I figured out or decided that this is what I've came up with. So it doesn't really matter. But if it's week 6 next week, some of the things that I feel like are gonna be carried into next week, one is the just general ill feeling. Like I told OJ that maybe like 2 or 3 days ago before I took the test. Maybe that was kind of the reason for me to want to take it, because I was like, this is quite a bit of time after you've been sick for me to just now get sick. So because I wasn't feeling well, I think that's another reason that I did it. But I was just feeling like drained and like nauseous, like so just throw uppy. And I'm the type of person, I don't care about throwing up. That doesn't faze me at all. I will throw up and move on with my life, eat something else just in case I gotta throw up again, so it doesn't like make me feel like I'm just throwing up oxygen, right? That's the kind of person I am. I really don't care about throwing up that much. It doesn't like affect me that like, ew, so gross. Ugh. I don't care about that. But having that feeling constantly, yeah, I kind of care about that, because it sucks. Like, you just walk past something and, oh my goodness, my sense of smell has been on a million, okay? And I can't even say nothing but blame myself for what I'm about to say next. Because I feel like it's a little bit embarrassing just for the simple way that I like to do things and the way I like to keep my home. And for me to feel so grossed out and disgusted, I felt like it was absolutely gross and disgusting. Somebody, like OJ didn't even think nothing about it. He didn't even notice, you know, so I was just like, I don't even understand. Nobody ever comes into my house. It's really just me and OJ. But I noticed it, and I didn't, you know, of course I had nobody else to say, okay, well, what do y'all think or whatever, but I noticed it. My sense of smell has been off the charts. Maybe a week ago, I want to say this happened exactly last weekend, last Saturday. I lost my mind. I went into the bathroom to our bedroom, right? And it smelled just straight like pee. Like, I'm checking everywhere. Like, did OJ pee on the carpet? Is there pee on the floor? Like, what the heck? When I'm telling you, I bust out all of the cleaning supplies, took the carpets, everything, the rugs out of the bathroom, like stripped down everything, took the elephant off the shower curtain, you know, everything, took it all out, cleaned that bathroom, when I'm telling you, I could have been in there, I should have had a little mask. Because people say I do that all the time anyway. Like, when I like to spray the bathroom, like, I spray it. You're gonna know it's been sprayed. The whole house is gonna know it's been sprayed. So I cleaned that whole bathroom, Wash the rugs, everything, put everything back. Not even 5 minutes later, I walked in there again, and the same kind of just pee smell. I can't even explain it. It was just like a pee smell. Almost took my soul out. And this is after I had just cleaned the bathroom. So I'm like, okay, Vanessa, do you really smell this pee? Or are you thinking like just because you walk into the bathroom it smells like pee? And I was just like, no, I really feel like I smell pee. So I went outside. Because you know, sometimes it's like, okay, just let me get some fresh air and make sure I'm not tripping or whatever. I went outside to get some fresh air, just breathe, whatever. The whole time I'm standing out there on my little porch area up there, the whole time I'm smelling pee, strong as hell. Like, what the hell is this? Like, what the hell? Why am I just smelling pee so bad? Like, to this day, y'all, now I know y'all was probably leading up to that story like, oh, Vanessa, you probably had like pee on your face. No, I didn't. I really did not. There was no pee on my person. There was no pee on my hands. I cleaned the whole bathroom. You know, there was, I don't know. But I had went through a whole day. I swear it was like 24 hours, 100%. 24 hours, I was just smelling pee. I'm like, but at least my bathroom's clean. So here we are. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I did want to share that I think it's really, really super interesting and super dope that this is the time that everything is happening, because I manifested it. Like, I did not do a vision board. I did not like plan out, like, yes, OJ and I have been talking about having a baby for the past 6 months. That was our thing. And I do want to touch on that a little bit too, because before, when we thought we were having a baby and it came out to not be true, I had told someone that I was having a baby, and they just immediately were just like, oh my God. Like, you know, that kind of reaction. You're so old, you know, and this, they're just disgusted. They can't believe it. They almost threw up in their mouth a little bit. So this time I'm telling y'all. And I cared what that person said, but now I don't. And I don't know y'all, so if you have anything to say about it, okay. But here we are now, and I am pregnant, and I am having a new little baby, a little bun, Lord, if we make it. But back to what I was saying. So I clearly have been manifesting this, and this is what I've been wanting to do. So in my, this is the Booked and Busy planner. I had ordered it years ago. So in this planner, I had written a word of the month. And it's so funny that I wrote this word on the first day of January, because like I was so ready to get started with this book. I was so ready to start the year off. And I didn't really have a plan. I even said that in my video before. Like, I didn't want to just, you know, jump off with a plan that this is what I'm going to do and then fall through the cracks like those New Year's resolutioners who didn't really think it through, and it was just like jumping into it. But some of the goals that I wanted to accomplish was definitely reading and studying to become more fluent in Spanish and English, and then of course working French a little bit there. Of course I'm fluent in English, so just calm down. I just want to get better at English, okay? And then it was also to decrease my body age by 35, because I use Fit Days, and I'm just looking because my scale is right here. I use Fit Days, and according to Fit Days, I'm 40 years old, which is like, I mean, it's not horrible, because in real life, I've actually been around the sun 42 times, but I'm only 40 years old. But I wanted to decrease that down to 35. That was my goal, because before I started in January, I was at 40, and then my goal was to decrease it down to 35. So 5-year decrease, even though I'm older than both of those ages. It didn't really matter to me. Like, but I wanted to make a plan. I wanted to come up with something. I didn't want to just kind of just jump into it and, you know, just have a carrot dangling out there, not knowing how I'm going to actually reach it, not just running and killing myself to not reach my goal. So on the 1st, I wrote in this journal, I want to grow and produce something great in my mind, my business, and in society. I want to plant a seed within myself and bloom before my own eyes. I want to feel proud of myself again. I will expand on my potential. So that was my goal and hope and prayer for January. And I think it's we're getting there. So now I'm getting to a space of where do I go from here? What am I doing from here? And I think just what I'm going to do, because obviously I don't know. I don't know if I can continue a fitness journey. Like, that's one of the things that was definitely on my mind. Like, should I continue trying to lift weights? And, you know, I feel like I'm gonna continue lifting weights anyway, because that's healthy for you. You still need to, like, get some resistance training. You still need to move your body. You still need to do all of those things. So I probably will still continue to do that, but I don't know if I'm gonna continue with how I was doing the diet before, where I kind of just had it portioned out for like 10 days and just kind of eat everything in my plan, which brought me to less than 20,000 calories. So I had about 16,000, 17,000 calories mapped out for 10 days, and then I just basically eat whatever I want to. And my ratios are pretty much in thirds. And I was like, you know what? I can continue to do that, except I probably don't need to eat 1,700 calories a day. I probably need to do maybe 17, 18, especially if I'm losing weight now that I have so much HCG coursing through my blood. And for those of you who know anything about weight loss, and back in the day, if you ever experienced getting those HCG shots, you know how it works. It's definitely something that was described as being very similar to the effects of pregnancy when it comes to weight loss, but not, I guess, with the pregnancy symptoms so much. So I kind of feel like that's going to happen to me with my other 2 children. Granted, that was 20 years ago. Yeah. Oh my God. My babies are old. I'm old. Everybody's old. Oh my God. Okay, yes. So, that was nearly 20 years ago. Okay. We're just going to let that sink in. 20 years ago, when I was pregnant, I would just lose weight. So what's going to happen this time? I don't know. It makes sense that it would. I don't know. We're going to see. So like I said, Monday is 6 weeks, y'all. I'm doing great today. I feel weak. I feel warm, but I don't feel throw uppy. I have not felt throw uppy all day. I did lift a little bit today, so I do some kettlebell swings, I do deadlifts, and today I actually did squats. I don't know why, but honestly, like, I was just gonna move the bar up, and then when I got under the bar, I was like, might as well, so I just did 10 squats. So it was only the bar. It was only 45 pounds, because that's how much my bar is, and I did it twice. So 10 reps, 2 sets, that's all I did of the squats. But then of course I did the deadlifts, 4 sets of those, and then I did the kettlebell swings. And the very last thing I want to do tonight before I go to bed is some stretching, because of the micro little cramps or the implantation cramp or whatever, you know, that may have been going on. I just kind of want to stretch that out. I just feel like I need a little bit of stretching going on. So that's where we're going. I've been making it so far. This is what 6 weeks looks like, y'all. And I'm gonna get up and show y'all how I look, but I'm super bloated. So please don't even, like, yes, I'm already a biggin. Yes, I've lost a bunch of weight, but I don't know, for some reason today it looks way worse. Like, I took a video, and I will insert that video because I don't want anybody to think I'm telling a fib. I'm gonna insert that video that I took earlier this morning, and yes, it looked big, but I could turn and flex and look like I still had a little bit of sense going on. But right now, okay, y'all, look at this. Here we go. I'm just gonna scoot y'all back just a little bit. Is this a good space? Okay, y'all see? It's a little, nope, not the best space ever. Let me turn this way. Okay, yeah, that's better. Look how it looks, y'all. What the heck? And y'all know my favorite pose. Look how it looks. Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. Suck it in. That's all it's sucking. Wow. Okay, well. Have a happy day, y'all. Bisous, bisous. All right, hey y'all. This video I made for myself this morning. I was not even going to post it. So yes, you can see me talking. I'm looking at the calendar. I am 5 weeks and 4 days according to the calendar. And here I just want to show you front, side, back, and the other side. Yes, my lower half is very heavy, y'all. I have cellulite. It's real. My favorite pose coming through. I feel like it looks quite a bit different, and when I try to like flex or suck it in or hold it in, you can see there how much it changes as opposed to how much it just kind of like sits forward when I flex it right there. There you see it. That's kind of what's going on there. So my body is changing. It is changing in a good way. It's changing in a bad way. I don't know. I don't care. I love it either way. But yeah, that's what I got going.